What's going on, guys? So we're going to do a little technical analysis on the triple Qs. So we have had a few days of selling pressure in the overall market. This week overall is down for the NASDAQ 100. So one thing that I do kind of want to point out today, yes, today we did close a little bit flat. We did have extended selling pressure in the morning. So what is kind of to be expected going into next week? In the NASDAQ 100 in the overall stock market. And I'm talking about stocks that are obviously tech stocks, mega cap stocks, your Apples, your Teslas, your Microsofts of the world, your Nvidias, your AMDs. If we kind of just look at the triple Q's weekly chart, and this is what I was kind of doing on a lot of charts to end the day's session here, what I kind of want to see is where are we heading? And where potentially can we go, and where is going to be the area of opportunity for the next big trade? Because the next trade that is going to be the big one I want to participate in, whether that be to the downside or to the top side. So if I kind of just pull out the drawing tool here and I kind of just mark out these highs from last week and I kind of mark out these lows from this week, you'll see that after a 3-week push higher, this is nothing more as of now than a healthy back test to the rising 5-day support. You can see here going back 3 weeks, as soon as we broke over that, we kind of just continued to run for 2 more weeks. And this is the first healthy pullback into the rising 5 and 10-day support. Now, with that being said, that does not mean that the market is not going to go lower and make another leg down. But what I kind of want to show you guys is 2 scenarios that could happen and what to kind of keep on watch. That way you can take part in the bigger trade. So we still are currently under the 20-day weekly SMA. We are also below the 50-day on the weekly time frame. So if we kind of mark out this bottom here of the 10-day and we put a high here at the top of last week's channel, we're going to get a little bit of this channel range here. If you've noticed the last couple of days, the market being extremely choppy, or you've noticed yourself having some difficulties catching trades and being able to stay in them anything longer than 15, 20 minutes, this is the reason why we are stuck within a channel. It's very, very choppy. And right now we're having a little bit of a distribution week, meaning that there is no clear decisive winner between bulls and bears who is going to take control of this chart. So if we kind of just look at the overall highs that we came off of 408, we put in a very, very extended leg down. This would be our bounce. And is this just a healthy back test for another continued move to the long side? Now, if that's the case, we are going to want to be a part of the trade when we break the price on the triple Qs of around 371, 372. After we can clear out that supply and get into that upper channel, we potentially could start testing highs of around $398 on the triple Qs, which is also going to mean that a lot of stocks in the NASDAQ 100 are going to get pulled up as well, and could very well be a good opportunity to put on a swing trade. Now, there's another situation that could completely play out, and I want to keep everyone kind of, updated on this move. And this move would be that from a bear standpoint, if this is a healthy backtest of the 5-day moving average and the bulls try to attempt to bounce this and we get rejected once again around that 363 area, which is going to correlate with the 50-day moving average as well as the declining 20-day moving average, and they lose this area, if and when we do lose this 10-day moving average, could be the opportunity for a massive swing trade to the downside. Now, just kind of looking at what that price would look at, it would mean that the triple Qs are going to need to lose a price of around $348. And the measured potential would be back down to these recent lows of around 325, 324. At that point in time is when you are going to want to be looking at potential short opportunity plays on mega cap and tech stocks, your Tesla, your AMD, your Nvidias. You're going to want to see those stocks also lose their lows and then kind of follow along suit with the triple Qs. Guys, I hope this video helps kind of give you guys some context as to what is going on in the market right now. It is still too early to tell if we are going to make a low or we are going to come back up and bounce off this successful backtest and make a new high. But either or, when one of these two things happens, definitely going to want to be a part of that trade.